Buongiorno, my patrons, my bellissimi and bellissime, my dearest. How are we doing today? I know. I have been absent for a while as I was busy doing other type of content, which I truly hope you enjoyed, and I received a huge order of Bologna sandwiches from an unspecified area/state of the US. Well, to be fair, they mostly needed ciabatta bread, pistachio cream and burrate, as apparently these people had got plenty of Bologna with their statements. They're really full of it.
You're full of baloney.
Anyway, the restaurant is back in business and I'm very happy to see you here. Once again, in the hope that you trained your index fingers into clicking the like button as fast as a bullet. And, of course, if you are new to the channel and it's the first time you visit my restaurant, then I hope that the menu is of your appreciation to the point that you will be considering to click that subscribe button. So, thank you in advance for your kind support, guys. But let's get to business. You are hungry. I know you are.
No shit, Sherlock.
Is it me or I just created a no shit Sherlock moment? Irrelevant. Today I want to offer you something nice, something crunchy, a fritto misto di mare or mixed fried seafood with bollocks seasoning. I am sure that a certain handsome and extremely likable guy from Wales would appreciate this type of seasoning. And don't even try to question the quality of that. You know me, I always offer the best quality ingredients to my patrons. Best quality fish directly from the Tirreno Sea, best flour for the pastella, and the two best ingredients that make any Italian dish perfect to the right amount. Time and love, accompanied by a glass of Barbera d'Asti Giovane.
It was perfect. Perfect.
Ragazzi, è la morte sua, which translates to it pairs perfectly with this type of dish. And before eat it, don't forget to squeeze fresh lemon juice on top of it. Super duper tasty. Now, speaking of bollocks, in today's topic we will talk about another ritual that surprisingly it's still popular today in Italy. Everyone seems to want to have a go at it and test if the rumors are true. Of course, I'm talking about the 11 miles ritual, and allow me to explain to you what is this ritual all about. So let's set the tone and atmosfera. The 11 miles ritual. What is it exactly? Where does it come from? What are the rules of said ritual and what do we gain from succeeding it? I am sure that these are all questions that are currently stuck in your head, and I'm imagining you, my dear patrons, sitting on the edge of your seats with your eyes wide open and your butt cheeks clenched. And if this is the case, you are probably experiencing the urge to go to the toilet, so I strongly suggest to please pause this video and do your business before the unrepairable happens. Okay, are you good now? Perfect. What? You didn't wash your hands? Okay, go wash your hands. I wait.
A few moments later.
Okay, now that you emptied your bowels and washed your hands, we can proceed. The ritual, like many others, has an obscure origin. The involvement of otherworldly powers and the prize at the end of it, or the reward, it's something that none of us can say no to, having a wish granted. In order to succeed the ritual, you need to follow the following rules to the T. Here are the rules and please pay close attention. If you're driving a convertible car such as a 2000 Porsche Boxster 986 convertible, do not fold it down. If it is folded down, fold it up immediately. Do not drive a two-door coupe with two seats such as the 1970 AMC AMX SST-390. If you do, the eyes of the entities or the voices will be directly next to you. A radio must be connected to the car. It does not matter if it is either AM or FM radio. Do not open the windows or exit the car at any time unless you're done with the ritual. Do not stop the car on purpose, no matter how much you want to turn back or stop playing. Never, and I mean never, turn the radio on, no matter what the entities tell you. Always make sure you have diesel, petrol, or gasoline. Do not break the rules under any circumstances. And for the love of God, do not look outside at any time during the ritual. Only do this ritual by yourself. Do not bring anyone with you. For the duration of the ritual, you have to drive a total of 11 miles or 17.70 kilometers, and you have to have a constant velocity of 30 miles per hour or almost 50 kilometers per hour. With all of that in mind, make a wish before you start, and if you make it through, you will have your wish granted. If you break even one of these rules, you will suffer dire consequences. Stories surrounding the ritual involved people witnessing apparitions, ghostly figures, and all sorts of occurrences of otherworldly nature. The forces of evil will do whatever they can to get you and to prevent you from having your wish granted. And to all of that, I have only one big thing to say.
Ma va a cagare!
Dio, la stupidità di questi rituali creepypasta. So, lovely people, the sole description of the ritual itself is worth the biggest vaffanculo I am able to conjure with words. The real story surrounding this ritual is very simple. Said ritual was created as a creepypasta on Reddit by a user named Emery. Don't bother even search for the original post because said user asked for its removal still in 2018. So, as you have already imagined, we have another creepypasta ritual, and of course today we are gonna watch the highlights courtesy of the PIT and another content creator who is a personal friend of theirs, Gianmarco Zagato. The PIT. Ah, Paolo and Debbie, my favorites at this point. Without their silly shenanigans, I think my channel will be completely empty. Yes, the PIT, the group that doesn't want to decide if they are entertainers or real investigators, but I'd like to consider them a sort of modern-day snake oil salesman, to be honest, with the impeccable acting skills of Debbie, who would make any C-movie actress pale in comparison, and the expression of
È lui o non è lui? È lui o non è lui? Certo che è lui!
Paolo, whose faces can really make Mr. Spock crack a smile.
Fascinating.
Well, they performed this ritual not once, not twice, but 3 bloody times. 3 bloody times, you heard me right. Then we have their friend Gianmarco Zagato, an influencer, an uwu boy, I would define him. Guys, I truly don't have any other term to describe him, to be honest, besides uwu. Yeah, influencers, a category that, to be honest, I don't understand why they exist. Anyway, he performed the ritual together with the PIT when they visited the Route 66, or 66 if you prefer to call it that way. Anyhow, dig into your Fritto Misto and enjoy the show, people!
Video del Pit, sono gasatissimo perché quando mi vedete così alla guida della Tesla al buio di notte, Debbie molto silenziosa,
and here they are, Paolo and Debbie, ready to perform one of their scientific experiments, sitting on their seats of their Tesla in the middle of the... Wait a moment, a Tesla? Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those videos, right? With the Tesla sensors seeing things that are not there. Amazing.
Allora, noi stiamo per fare la 11 miglia, ma quello che faremo in questa 11 miglia, diciamo che mi sta mettendo ansia.
Debbie being Debbie, I guess. Always ready to emphasize. And by the way, wasn't one of the rules in order to correctly perform this ritual to do it completely on your own? So, Debbie, let's see what fantastic acting performances you will give us today.
Perché dovete capire che io patisco la macchina e la patisco anche tanto.
And then don't do it. I mean, it can be that she suffered from car sickness, that I don't know, but I take anything they say with a little bit of grain of salt, to be fair.
Quindi sto già patendo prima di partire.
Vabbè, quindi sarà asterisco vomitato.
Honestly, it would be at least a more credible title than the one you actually used.
Ma dato che la strada è molto lunga, Paolo ha detto per percorrerla tutta a sto punto, perché non ci facciamo il rituale delle 11 miglia?
Esatto. Uniamo l'utile al dilettevole.
Solo che ovviamente lui non può coprirsi gli occhi perché
Ma sai che è passato qualcosa davanti di
non lo so, mi ha dato l'ultima volta.
bianco e strano?
Okay, something just moved in front of you. White and weird, you say? Judging by the location, I can see a lot of green in there. It won't be out of the ordinary to cross paths with, I don't know, some local fauna and... Wait a minute, did she say blindfolded?
Perché ovviamente lui non può coprirsi gli occhi perché
Yes, she precisely said that. So, you suffer from car sickness and you wanna do it blindfolded? That is what is going to happen if you precisely do that. But anyway, start this bloody engine and let's see what terrifying things you will encounter. Oh wait guys, I have an idea. Let's maybe try to help these guys with a better presentation. You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Behind it is another dimension. A dimension of folkloristic dances. A dimension of alleged car sicknesses. A dimension of pure stupid claims. You are moving into a land of BS of things and claims that make no absolute sense whatsoever. You just crossed over into the PIT zone. Will Paolo ever be able to make a normal face? Will Debbie throw up the dinner she had on Christmas 2022? Will the guy in the backseat ever be relevant in some way? Stay tuned to find out. Okay, now that I got your full attention, let's start this ritual. Judging by the way things are moving outside the window, I am assuming that the average velocity is around 20 to 30 kilometers per hour, and the ritual rule states that you have to have a constant velocity of 50 kilometers per hour. Way to go guys, already broke 2 rules. Amazing!
Questa strada qua è molto brutta, Davide.
guarda, sono quasi contento a questo punto di
È
avere
piena,
la mascherina.
allora se noti è piena di strade laterali,
Sì.
guarda, bruciate.
Stai scherzando? È tutto bruciato.
È tutto bruciato. È tutto bruciato.
Paolo, it's very difficult to see from the perspective of the camera. I could only notice one road to your left and we don't see any type of burnt areas around. But in any case, Paolo, a slightly burnt side of the road, it doesn't mean a bad omen or something more sinister. You wanna know what most likely mean? That there was a little bit of fire and probably it was put out before it could cause any more damage. And as I said, they see it, we, the viewers, don't see it, so who knows?
Cosa c'è in strada lì davanti? Non lo so, ma non posso fermare la macchina. C'è qualcosa che brilla.
To me, it looks like an empty packet of cigarettes with still the protective plastic on, which is creating the shine effect you see. And even if I am wrong on that, well, looks like standard trash on the side of the road. Okay, maybe an evil entity decided to commit an evil act and litter the street. You know, just for the sake of being evil. Boy, I do love saying this word. Evil. Sorry, I got carried away a little bit.
C'è un odore strano. Ho sentito uno strano odore, era un tanfo. Era un odore brutto.
Okay, but to be fair, you're in the middle of the good season. probably midsummer, and it's safe to say that in those areas it's easy to find farms with animals or fields. The stench of manure can get pretty intense, I'm afraid. So basically you're sniffing bullshit.
Mi è sembrata una voce adesso, bene, ottimo direi.
Ma tutte
Sì.
cose che noi...
Zero.
Ah, ok, non sei
No,
zero.
no, zero, io zero.
Listen, I know that it may be a little insensitive from my side, but if you're the only one hearing voices, then probably it's safe to assume that the issue... Oh boy, you know pretty damn well what I am about to say.
Go crazy?
Don't mind if I do!
But I won't say it.
Paolo, hanno sospirato! Paolo, qualcuno ha sospirato vicino a me. Qualcuno ha sospirato
Ok,
proprio
stai
fatto-
calma
destra o
perché...
sinistra?
Stai
Di
calma
qua,
perché...
di qua, a destra,
Cosa
Paolo,
urli?
Paolo, hanno toccato qualcosa! Ha toccato qualcosa alla portiera!
Ma c'è un mausoleo a sinistra.
Infatti,
Oddio mio. Debbie, your performance was so touching, so dramatic. Oh my goodness, such a great actress.
Ho i brividi,
lo
ve lo
sai che
giuro.
stai vivendo delle cose che noi non viviamo.
No, ve lo giuro, una civetta.
Debbie, I think we already talked about this. It's quite common to hear something like an owl, I don't know, in the middle of the summer, in the middle of the night, and in the middle of a forested road. There is no bloody reason to point it out. Owls. It's a recurring thing in this channel, apparently.
Io forse l'unica cosa che ho sentito...
Oh madonna, muoio.
Oh, vabbè.
Prendo un infarto. Altro che vomitare. Prima c'è ancora l'infarto. Cioè, pensate che situazione. Prendo un infarto, vomito, muoio. Oh, avrei mai immaginato una fine del genere per me.
Calm down, now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you want another phone? Everything's gonna be all right, please.
Che cazzo è lì? Guarda! C'è cosa, Guarda, Davide, sono due.
Ma non c'è nessuno.
No, guarda, Davide, guarda. Cazzo. Ok. Calma.
Cosa state dicendo, raga?
And I knew it, that at some point the Tesla sensor would have glitched. Yeah, this is a glitch, a well-documented one, very well explained by an article of Tech Times titled Tesla Ghost Detection Glitch Can Harm Drivers. Here's why it is happening, and it's not supernatural. Debunkers all over the globe already destroyed this myth, and here is the explanation, or at least the most simplified explanation. According to ILS Science's latest report, the popular Tesla ghost glitch is not caused by spirits in cemeteries. Instead, this display issue happens when the EV's camera sensors are faulty. However, there are also instances when the 12 ultrasonic sensors of Tesla are just detecting flowers and other moving objects, causing them to look human. Guys, hear me out here because I want to say this only once. Only once. Your Tesla cannot, and I repeat, cannot detect bloody freaking ghosts. Paolo, your Tesla cannot do that. And you stopped the car, therefore you should expect some dire consequences. Oh, nothing happened to you? Well, that's a relief, but it was expected. And if you're wondering, no, Debbie didn't throw up, but I think this was expected too, right? With that said, let's move to Gianmarco Zagato's video, recorded while he was accompanying Paolo and Debbie on their US tour, probably named Paolo and Debbie Elixirs. And I do believe that Gianmarco plays the role of the guy in the crowd who gets picked to testify the wonders of their products, but in reality is in cahoots with them and is part of the gang.
Volunteer from the audience? Yes, you, sir. Now, sir, you've never seen me before, is that correct? That is correct.
Okay, as always, I'm digressing, and I'm sure it's not like that. In any case, the following is the 11 miles ritual from the perspective of Gianmarco and Daniele. Daniele, please try to be relevant this time.
Cos'è?
Wow, only 7 seconds in and you already set up the mood for me of being totally hooked. I mean, a person wearing white shit in the middle of the street. Let's have a look at this video.
Voglio dal più che siano già fermati perché non li vedo più. Sì, non c'è nessuno. Ok. Allora secondo me sono già fermati, stanno per partire con il rituale anche loro. Mi fa strano perché abbastanza insieme ci siamo fermati, però loro più indietro, non so il perché.
And remind me, what was the rule again? If you're driving a convertible car such as a 2000 Porsche Boxster 986 convertible, do not fold it down. If it is folded down, fold it up immediately. These people, why you don't comply with the rules? In any case, great start, and apparently our favorites are far behind Gianmarco and Daniele. Good to know. One moment, let me put it in the list of things I don't give a shit about. La! There you go. And Mr. Zagato, would you be so kind to explain to me and my audience the fashion choice of putting a bandana like that? We Italians are considered to be fashionable. I mean, Milan, one of the biggest capital of world fashion. Okay, it's clear that I'm getting way too old for this, but back in my days, bandanas were worn on the head. Yeah, the head. Wait a minute. Did I just say back in my days? Oh, cazzo, it's happening. I've becoming one of those elderly people who spend their time near construction working sites to specifically tell the workers there how bad they are doing their job. Cazzo!
Però ragazzi vi giuro che da vedere l'ambiente attorno, l'atmosfera, che è incredibile da vedere, questa strada vuota, che nel nulla più totale.
Empty road, 2 cars approaching, just saying.
Improvviso, tu nota quante auto riusciamo ad incrociare adesso che il rituale è partito.
Well, as I said, 2 cars already. And your point?
Il rituale vuole fare tutte le possibilità in modo che tu non lo concludi. E potrebbe farci interrompere la strada, non andare avanti, fare allucinazioni, roba del genere. Ok.
Yes, people dress as a ghost, fake screams, and overdose symptoms may include weakness, depression, anxiety, feeling irritable, problems with balance or coordination, confusion, tremors, and jerky muscle movements. Ma che... Oh, apologies, that was not in the script. It's the Pepto-Bismol contraindication. What? I thought they might need it since they are not supposed to stop. You never know.
Cosa? Terzo miglio. Siamo al terzo miglio. Terzo miglio? No, terzo miglio di questa strada. Questa strada, penso? No, aspetta, mi fa troppo strana sta roba che ci sta magari un'allucinazione. Ci sta contando le miglia veramente, ma l'hai ripreso? Certo che sia un'illusione.
Gianmarco, I refuse to believe that you are so naive to really believe that something is counting the miles you traveled for the ritual.
Bless his heart.
Okay, I explain it to you. These are called highway location markers. You know, Gianmarco, that we have those in Italy too? They are called segnali di progressiva chilometrica. Either you are an extremely naive individual or you are just insulting the viewer's intelligence.
Cos'è? Oh mio Dio! Cosa? Gianni, cos'era?
Hooray! The guy in the white sheet made an appearance! And I would say nice job, many camera shakes to cover the cuts, fake screaming, so much cringe all packed and well edited for the viewer to enjoy.
Che cacchio è? Una persona. Era una persona, Gianni. Gianni, era una persona. Dio santo. Era una persona.
Say what one more goddamn time.
Ah, Gianni, non vedere. Nessuno, non c'è nessuno. Qualcosa? No, niente, non c'è niente. Non c'è nessuno. No, ma era qua sulla strada, Dio santo, ora abbiamo investito la morta, sta qua sulla strada. No, Gianni, niente.
Oh man, you were driving at such a low speed that even my grandparents would have hit the brake on time. How on earth do you think you can trick the audience to believe that you were so close to hit this person? Oh, by the way, this served a purpose. By stopping the car, they allowed Paolo and Debbie to pass them for the grand finale. But first...
Gian? C'è un foglietto? saremmo notizie, Davide, ripartiamo come va, devi stare qua in mezzo. Gian, perché non si può
Gian.
Gian. C'è scritto help. Sali immediatamente in auto.
Ma va a cagare! And this time is from the very bottom of my heart. So, Ghosty Boy left a note behind with the word help, and judging by the status of the note, I would say that it was written moments before it was picked up. Interesting. I know you're expecting another vaffanculo from my side, but I already said it twice in a row at this point. You know, vaffanculos don't grow on trees. The trip continues and they keep discussing on the matter of the note until they reach the point where they find a tire. Worth speculating for a few minutes why a tire is on the side of the road in order to create suspense and connect the dots. Oh boy, I've never seen a tire on the side of a road. Wow.
Ma qualcuno in mezzo alla strada, un copertone di un'auto e una richiesta d'aiuto. Un incidente stradale.
Non mi ricordo una cosa, oggi t'ho già mandato a fanculo.
Oh cazzo, ci sta raccontando una storia?
Chi è?
Sto cazzo!
After this Sherlock moment and after I asked several times to myself, why am I doing this, we reached the moment of the grand finale.
No, Davide, sono quelle Debbie. È la macchina di quelle Debbie. Rallenta, piano. Davide, è la macchina di quelle. È la macchina di quelle Debbie. Al miglio 6? Al miglio 6. Raga, tutto ok? No, aspetta, noi non possiamo fermarci. Che cacchio fai? Cosa fai? Raga?
I must say, Gianmarco is indeed a better actor. And I'm not sarcastic or ironic, I truly mean this.
Tutto bene? Gianni, vuota.
Okay, I think we have seen enough and we can go back to the restaurant. Well, another ritual based on a creepypasta which was an easy debunk, but now let's leave aside the piety and their questionable content for a moment. I mean, they're indeed fake, and let's talk about their friend Gianmarco. In all honesty, I called him many times just an influencer who does mostly stupid challenges related to these internet rituals, and his fan base are mostly teenagers, so the second video was done for entertainment purpose only. All you need to do is check the title. I mean, it gives it away pretty obviously, it's an Halloween special, and in the comment section people are just having a laugh and not taking the whole thing seriously as it should be. The problem is when these type of videos or rituals don't get advertised properly by the disclaimer entertainment. That's where misinformation is spread, and that's where the lie becomes the truth. And I have a problem, a huge problem with that. Look, I am aware that there is also the video from Paolo and Debbie's perspective, and if you want me to cover it, I will be very happy to do so. Just let me know below in the comments. Just to be fair, as I said also in the past, I have nothing personal against the PIT or Zagato or any of the other groups I discussed in my videos. It's the idea behind them that it's really a problem. The concept of faking just for clicks and views, that it is harmful, to the point that some people start to believe that those fakes are indeed real. Not only that, but those misinformed people are the ones that goes after real paranormal investigators, criticizing them for the lack of proof found in their investigations. On a recent live stream, the president of GHT said that he's indeed tired of people calling them out for the fact that in their investigations they are not able to find proof of ghosts. So tired of this stupid criticism that they stopped putting real investigation videos on their channel. Sorry to break it to you people, but the Ghost Hunters team do not use mediums, they don't use telephone app, they don't use any sort of instruments that is proven to be just a stupid silly gimmick. So first message goes to my good friend of GHT. Guys, please do not refrain from showing to us your investigations, as I feel that real teams with good intention and the use of scientific method on their research is indeed the only thing we need to see. So please show us your work. And the second message goes to the Pittini, aka fans of PIT, and all others who criticize the GHT and other real investigators. I want to tell you this. Paranormal investigations are boring in nature because 99.9% of the times nothing happens. Nothing. Nulla di nulla. And the unexplained phenomena are rare. Extremely rare. That's even more rare to capture than on camera. And for sure you won't capture anything by the use of stupid gimmicks such as Alex boxes, Raven boxes, broken recorders, smartphone apps, Kinects, and all sorts of these absolute useless junk that people nowadays is so used to see in videos. Real investigators use logic, observation skills, video cameras, common sense, and most importantly, they debunk themselves. They try to find a logical explanation first, and Pittini, the last thought is especially only for you. The GHT has been officially recognized and praised by the CICAP for their scientific and logical approach on the matter. Paul and Debbie, well, no, and they never will. We have reached the conclusion of the video, and it was as always my pleasure to try my best to entertain you. As always, stay safe. If you suffer from car sickness, don't put on a blindfold and have always with you a trustworthy bottle of Pepto-Bismol. You'll never know when the shits are gonna get ya. And most importantly, use and again use your common sense and critical thinking any chance you get. And with that said, I see you all, my dear patrons, the next time. Ciao!